After nearly a decade of silence, and the heartbreaking loss of one of rock's greatest drummers, Rush, the legendary Canadian trio, is making an epic return to the stage. Yes, you heard that right. Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson have officially announced a Rush reunion tour for 2026, marking their first tour since the band's emotional farewell in 2015, and their first without Neil Peart. This is not just another tour. It's a celebration, a tribute, and a new chapter in the story of one of the greatest rock bands of all time. Let's break it all down. How it happened, who's behind the drums, and what fans can expect from Rush 50-something. For years, fans believed Rush was done for good. After Neil Peart's passing in January 2020 from glioblastoma, both Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson made it clear that Rush without Neil simply wouldn't be Rush. But in classic Rush fashion, just when you think you know the ending, they throw a curveball. In March, the band released Rush 50, a greatest hits collection spanning their entire career. It seemed like a nostalgic farewell until now. Fast forward to a private event at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. Fans and media were treated to what they thought was a retrospective Q&A, until one question changed everything. A fan later revealed to be Cliff Bernstein, the band's longtime manager, asked if Rush would ever tour again. At first, Geddy and Alex joked around, playing coy as usual. Then, Lee dropped the bombshell. "I kind of think that we should tour next year." The crowd fell silent, then erupted into cheers as it became clear this was no joke. The tour is called 50-something, a fitting name, marking over 5 decades of Rush's influence on rock music and their devoted fanbase. It's described as a celebration of Rush's music, their legacy, and the life of Neil Peart. The tour kicks off with 2 shows at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, the same venue where Rush played their final concert back in 2015. From there, they'll hit Mexico City, Fort Worth, Chicago, New York, Toronto, and wrap things up in Cleveland, a city that played a major role in their rise to fame. It's poetic, really. Cleveland was where Rush first broke into the American rock scene, thanks to radio DJ Dana Halper, who played Working Man on WMMS back in 1974. That one spin changed everything. And now, 50 years later, they're returning to the city where it all began. Geddy Lee admitted that this reunion was not an easy decision. It was a very sad time, and it took time for us to even contemplate. How do you replace someone who is irreplaceable? Neil Peart wasn't just Rush's drummer. He was the band's lyricist, the philosopher behind their words, and a once-in-a-generation musician. After his passing, both Geddy and Alex grieved deeply and thought the curtain had closed for good. But over time, something changed. They began jamming again, just the 2 of them, purely for fun. "We were laughing so hard and enjoying it so much," Lee recalled. "It was almost like playing those songs dispelled the dark clouds. Those jam sessions reignited the spark that made Rush, Rush." Of course, the big question, who could possibly step behind Neil's legendary drum kit? The answer, Anika Nilles, a world-renowned German drummer, composer, and producer known for her technical brilliance and emotional playing. She's toured with Jeff Beck, released multiple solo albums, and earned awards for her progressive drumming style. Geddy and Alex didn't hold auditions. They simply brought Anika to Canada to experiment. From the first notes, something clicked. "Whoever we were going to choose was going to be difficult," Lee said. "But she just fit." Playing Rush songs is a complex thing. It's not just about technique, it's about feel. And Anika had it. For this tour, Rush plans to bring in an additional keyboard player, giving Geddy more freedom on stage, and, as he joked, to let Alex dance. They're preparing a massive setlist of 35 to 36 songs, rotating tracks each night. While the classic 3-hour Rush marathons might be off the table, fans can still expect over 2 hours of pure Rush, spanning every era of their career, from 2112 to Clockwork Angels. And yes, There will be multiple tributes to Neil Peart throughout the show. Our idea is not to be rushed to point zero, Lee emphasized. We want to pay homage to our music, our lost brother, and celebrate the songs. Perhaps the most touching part of this story is that Neil Peart's family fully supports the reunion. His widow, Carrie Nuttall Peart, and daughter, Olivia, released a joint statement saying, "We are thrilled to support the 50-something tour and to honor Neil's extraordinary legacy as both a drummer and lyricist. This new chapter promises to be truly unforgettable." That blessing gave Geddy and Alex the peace they needed to move forward, not as a replacement of Neil, but as a continuation of what he built. Both Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson have kept busy since Rush's final tour. Lifeson explored new sounds with his band Envy of None, while Lee wrote multiple books, including his latest, 72 Stories, from the baseball collection of Geddy Lee. They even reunited briefly on stage during the Taylor Hawkins tribute concerts and with Les Claypool at the South Park 25th anniversary show. But now, for the first time in a decade, the duo is ready to take the full Rush experience back to the fans. And according to Lee, Alex's health, which once made touring uncertain, is better than ever. "He's pretty effing healthy right now," Lee said with a grin. For Lifeson, the challenge of relearning Rush's intricate catalogue has reignited his love for performing. "To be challenged with that again was really exciting," he said. "The more we rehearsed, the more I fell in love with the idea of playing again." So, where can fans catch this historic tour? Here's the full list of Rush 2026 50-something tour dates. June 7th and 9, Los Angeles, CA, Kia Forum. June 18th, Mexico City, MX Palacio de los Deportes. June 24th and 26th, Fort Worth, TX Dickies Arena. July 16th and 18th, Chicago, IL, United Center. July 28th and 30th, New York, MY, Madison Square Garden. August 7th and 9th, Toronto, on Scotiabank Arena. September 17th, Cleveland, OE Rocket Arena. Ticket info. Fans can sign up for the Rush Artist pre-sale by October 13th, with general ticket sales beginning. It's safe to say these shows will sell out fast. So what can fans expect from the 50-something tour? Expect emotion, expect nostalgia, expect the music that defined generations, performed by two of the greatest musicians in rock history, joined by a powerhouse drummer ready to carry the torch. You'll hear the thunder of Tom Sawyer, the precision of YYZ, the journey of 2112, and the emotion of The Garden, all performed as a tribute to Neil, the Professor, whose influence still echoes through every note. In the end, this isn't about replacing Neil Peart, it's about honoring him. It's about two lifelong friends, Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson, choosing to celebrate 50 years of art, brotherhood, and legacy. As Geddy said in his statement, "Alex and I have done some serious soul-searching and come to the decision that we have ****ing miss it. It's time for a celebration of 50-something years of Rush music. And now, the torch passes to a new generation, to Anika Nilles, to the fans who grew up with Rush, and to those discovering them for the first time. This tour isn't the end. It's the continuation of a story that began in 1968. One that still has plenty of chapters left to play. For over 5 decades, Rush has reminded us what music can be: intelligent, emotional, and timeless. And in 2026, they'll remind us once again. If you're a true Rush fan, you can't miss this. Grab your tickets, share this video with every Rush lover you know, and let's celebrate one of rock's most legendary comebacks together. Subscribe to my channel, Dynamic Trends, for more music news, tour updates, and rock history breakdowns. And don't forget, check the link in the description for 10 awesome Amazon products every Rush fan will love. From classic vinyls and tees to must-have gear for drummers and guitarists. Because as Geddy Lee once said, the measure of a life is a measure of love and respect. And in 2026, Rush is ready to earn it all over again.